So today, we're going to break down how generative AI is really set to completely reshape the world of work. And we're going to use Microsoft's Guide to Business Transformation as our map. All right, let's just dive right in.
But let's start with a really basic question. Just think about your last work week for a second. Were you actually driving big projects forward, feeling creative and focused? Or did it feel more like you were just treading water?
You know, if that feels a little too familiar, you are definitely not alone. For so many of us, this is just the reality of modern work, right? We're buried under an avalanche of information, stuck doing the same repetitive tasks over and over, and we keep hitting these creative walls. And the worst part? All our important data is locked away in different places, making it impossible to see the big picture.
Okay, so this is where generative AI steps onto the scene, and it is a massive turning point. The core idea is actually pretty simple. This is an AI that doesn't just analyze data, it actually creates brand new stuff. We're talking emails, images, even lines of computer code, all from a simple request you type in plain English. And listen, this isn't just about getting things done faster, it's about fundamentally changing the kind of work that we do. By automating all that routine digital paperwork, AI frees us up to focus on what we humans are actually good at. Strategy, creativity, and solving the really tough problems.
So Microsoft lays out two really clear paths to make this happen. The first path is all about getting those immediate wins by putting AI into the tools you're already using. And the second is about building something totally new, perfectly tailored to your business. Let's tackle path one first.
All right, path one. This is the one that's most accessible to everybody. It's all about integrating a smart assistant, what Microsoft calls a copilot, directly into the software you and your team are already using every single day.
Now, the key idea here, and this is really important, is partnership, not replacement. A copilot is designed to work with you, it enhances your skills, it takes on all that tedious grunt work, and it does it all through a simple chat window.
And here's where the magic really happens. See, AI isn't some separate, complicated thing you have to go learn. It's woven right into PowerPoint, Excel, and your email, turning your own words into an incredibly powerful productivity tool. Let's look at a couple of quick examples of what this means in practice.
First up, let's talk about the world of sales. It's a field that's supposed to be built on relationships, but it's so often just bogged down by admin work.
So, with an AI copilot, salespeople can automate all those tedious updates to their customer relationship management system, their CRM. The AI can instantly summarize meetings and even help draft personalized follow-up emails. This frees up so many hours for what actually moves the needle, building real relationships with customers.
Okay, now let's jump over to the finance department, a place where obviously accuracy and insight mean everything.
In this case, an AI copilot basically acts like a digital auditor. It connects all the data from different enterprise resource planning or ERP systems, it sifts through everything to proactively flag any weird anomalies, and it gives you actual recommendations. This completely changes the finance role from just reactive reporting to proactive, strategic advising.
And finally, for the people who are actually building our digital world, the software developers.
For a developer, GitHub Copilot is like having a brilliant partner programmer sitting next to you 24/7. It suggests entire blocks of code, it helps you untangle really complex problems, and it can even automate the boring parts like writing tests. It just dramatically speeds up the entire development process.
So that's path one in a nutshell. You get immediate productivity boosts for everyone in the company, right inside the apps they already know. But what if you need more than that? What if your business has really unique challenges? Well, that's where we shift from using pre-built tools to building your own. Welcome to path two.
So path two is for any organization that realizes off-the-shelf tools just aren't going to cut it. This is all about building your very own AI capabilities that are perfectly molded to your specific business needs and, importantly, your own data.
So why would you go to the trouble of building your own? Well, what if you could create an AI that understands every single internal document your company has ever created? Or one that could forecast your inventory needs with pinpoint accuracy because it knows your sales data? What if it could automatically handle complex industry compliance rules? That's when a custom AI stops being a tool and starts being a serious competitive advantage.
Now, the good news is you don't have to have a PhD in machine learning to do this. Microsoft actually offers a tiered approach. You could start with a low-code tool like Copilot Studio to easily build chatbots. For the bigger, more complex projects, you've got the full Azure AI Studio platform. And for total control, your developers can tap directly into the most advanced AI models out there.
So, at the end of the day, whether you start with a pre-built Copilot or you decide to build your own custom solution, the end goal is exactly the same: a fundamental transformation of how your business operates.
Because ultimately, if you get the AI strategy right, this is about so much more than just being efficient. It's about unlocking a whole new level of productivity, completely reinventing how you engage with your customers, reshaping your core business processes from the ground up, and truly bending the curve on innovation.
Which brings us to one final thought. Forget all the theory for just a second and make this personal. If you had an intelligent AI assistant right here, right now, ready to go, what is the very first, most tedious, most time-sucking task you would immediately hand over to it? Because that is where the transformation begins.